It's better to have. Morgan Ray is the Director of Election. I'm so glad to hear that Michigan GOP has a Director of Election Integrity.
I'm actually not with the GOP.
What?
I know, it's the whole thing, but it's the Trump team of the RNC, so I'm going to, talk
Okay, well, let's
thing.
maybe you can straighten this mess
I will,
out here.
yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for
Morgan
having
Ray,
me.
and you're going to have to get real
Yeah,
close.
okay, can I, take this off of it?
Yeah, but just remember the cameraman's got to keep track of you.
Okay. Hello, can you guys hear me okay? Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, I need that flyer. Thank you. Hi, my name is Morgan Ray. This is my first time here, so thank you guys so much for having me. I like to say, this is so bad probably of me to say, but I like to joke that I have undiagnosed ADHD, so I have to walk around when I talk. So with that, my name is Morgan Ray. I am the State Director of Election Integrity for the RNC and the Trump team this cycle. So one of my finer jokes that I like to start off with is a lot of you guys probably know my former boss, who I know has worked very closely with Patrice and Jeff. Something that I like to say is that the RNC wanted someone who was younger, funnier, smarter, and prettier than my old boss. So they got rid of Matthew and they put me in his place. So if you guys want to tell him that, my side gig after the election is comedian, so I'm working on it. So one, I want to say that I am really thankful to be in this audience and to share the stage with folks like Senator Runstead and former Secretary here, Ruth Johnson and Patrice. You guys have been very gracious and very welcoming to me as I've really started this election integrity journey. So I want to give you guys another hand for welcoming me and for everything that you guys have done. So thank you. You guys have helped us at the RNC and the Trump team tremendously. Thank you, Senator, for touching on JCAR. What the Democrats are pulling in Lansing, it is a cesspool. I like to say that I'm a survivor of Lansing. Prior to this job, I was a legislative aide down there. Let me tell you, they suck up our taxpayer dollars and they are a swamp. So the fact that you guys are down there and you're fighting the good fight, I really appreciate that, and that does really make my job a lot easier. So I am here to be the antidote to Senator Runstead's doom and gloom, if you. So I am here to say, all right, how do you guys get involved? My number one plug, obviously, is always going to be get involved with Patrice and Souls to the Rules and their deployment and their activity with Tim, with Fani, because here's the thing, election integrity is not just what the RNC offers, right? It's not just poll challengers and election inspectors and all of that stuff. Election integrity, it's a really big program. It's a really big deal, and there is a lot to it. So I am here to offer you kind of one way to get involved. So if you guys could take a look at your table, you are going to see a piece of literature. That is from yours truly up here. So the program that we run, it is called Protect the Vote. So I am very lucky. I live here in Michigan. The RNC didn't have to pluck me out from a different state. I live here. This is my home. I take this very seriously, what I do, and I'm very fortunate. I'm very lucky, even though I don't have a social life and I don't have sleep anymore. But I'm very thankful that I get to run the Michigan program with the help of my staff and our grassroots partners. So Protect the Vote. The RNC actually has 18 versions of me, probably a little bit more well-behaved, I will say that much, but they have 18 state directors across the country. Michigan, out of the top 7, we are the top 3. The RNC and the Trump campaign are very invested in our efforts here, which is a good thing, but it also makes me very nervous every day on our conference calls that I have with them. But the Protect the Vote program, what we are really trying to do are get more Republicans at the polls, right? Republicans are really good at being independent and stubborn. It is like herding cats, if I'm being completely honest. What we want from you guys, it's not just to be on Zoom calls, and it's not just to focus, your energy on complaining about how things are gonna go. We need your presence. You act as a deterrent to any type of fraud or cheating or misconduct at these locations. You guys really are our boots on the ground Without you, right? I'm trapped on election day in a room full of lawyers. If you guys ever have had to work with lawyers, you're going to know the pain that I am in on election day. With that being said, if we don't have you guys and your family and your network of folks at these locations, how are we going to know what's going on? Right? What if we didn't have anyone at the TCF Center in 2020? This program wouldn't exist. We wouldn't know all the stuff that was happening and the clerk's behavior and the laws that they're breaking. So I am here to make this plug to say, listen, this is tough. Election integrity is hard. There's a lot of doom and gloom in it. I spend a lot of time doomy and gloomy, for sure. But I'm here to say that getting involved, you guys are the boots on the ground. You're the ones that we train and that we go to if there are issues. You guys, again, you act as a deterrent. You are there to say, hey, I'm educated, I was trained, I know what's going on, and you're not going to get away with it. I am very happy to say just recently that the RNC, in conjunction with the Trump team, we sued the City of Detroit's Election Commission. And a few folks here have touched on that earlier. But back in August, we submitted a list of 675 names. The City of Detroit hired 300 Republicans and I believe close to 3,000 Democrats. That is a gross violation of Michigan election law. So I'm very thankful that our lawyers have worked very handedly. Well, I wouldn't say that well, but our lawyers and our team has worked closely with the City of Detroit. We said, hey, either you follow Michigan election law or we're going to sue you. And I'm going to tell you something. The City of Detroit does not want this negative press. They don't want to keep being the story. So we are looking actually at some progress with Detroit when it comes to the November election. So I'm here to say, listen, take this information right here, sign up on our website. You're going to be contacted either by myself, a member of staff. We encourage you to be a poll worker, an election inspector, or a poll challenger during early voting on election day. Contact your friends and family, get them involved. If you're tired of listening to them complain, just like I'm tired of listening to people complain and not get activated, give them this information and tell them to join the good fight. So with that, I'll be here to answer questions later. So thank you.
Morgan Ray, thank you so much for coming.